So I want to talk a bit about this week, the first 3 days, and what will happen like in this August period in a way. So the first 3 days, I don't think we'll have a lot of volatility as I wrote on the community section. And the reason is that everyone is kind of not sure if we'll have a rate cut or not. Some are pushing for one, some are not. And I don't think we'll have a rate cut because in a way we're not ready. We don't have such a recession-ish period right now. And I think the Fed would just move too fast if they would do that. So I don't think Jerome would be this hasty in doing this. And if they would announce something about the rate cut, I mean, something like, oh, okay, yeah, in September we're gonna think about it because we'll have enough data and stuff like that. I think they will do that at the Jackson Hole meeting, which will be on the 22nd to 24th of August. So not on Wednesday. And besides that, if you're thinking from an economic perspective, so besides Jackson Hole, the next very important meeting or event would be the Trump versus Kamala debate, which would be on the 10th of September. So that would also be very, very important in terms of economic perspective, because if Trump is seen well from that debate, then it's kind of a hole in one. So he will kind of win, in my opinion. If it will be like half and half. So Kamala does good, Trump does okay as well. I think the market will be a bit hectic for a while, and if Kamala does really well and Trump does really bad, it will still be hectic because there are still a lot of Trump supporters, and I don't think just one debate would be enough to like crush Trump. Okay, so that's kind of my idea in terms of, let's say, economic events. And besides that, so if we think of what the market will reserve, I think the tech sector will continue to go down, and something like, I don't know, so 15 to 20%, just the tech sector, I mean. I think it's a normal correction. That means like 5% for the S&P, which is, from where we are now, I see the S&P going to at least 5,000, and maybe a bit lower, but 5,000 would be a normal correction. So yeah, that's kind of what I think, and I hope it will happen. And I see more potential right now in boring companies. So for example, I talked a while back on my other channel about Johnson & Johnson. It was like 140 something back then. Now it's 160. So that was a good one. So boring companies, forgotten companies would be a better bet at this moment than the tech sector. Because even though I love tech, and I think tech will be the future, I think tech right now is kind of overextended. And until Nvidia falls, I don't see it normalizing. So we need that to fall a bit. I say under $100 per share. So that's kind of my 2 cents. I think we'll have low volatility until Wednesday, and we'll have a lot of uncertainty at least until Jackson Hole, but also until the debate on the 10th of September, which kind of aligns and gets closer to the CPI readings in September. And also then we'll have the Fed meeting at the end of September. So it kind of aligns with a lot of data, a lot of things happening. And yeah, we'll know more then to make better assumptions in terms of what will happen for the economy, if we go in a recession or not, and if the Fed are obligated to cut more than 25 basis points, go to 50, 75, who knows. So that's kind of all. I hope it was helpful for you, and see you next time. Bye.